So jury duty, I love jury duty. It was so lighthearted, so funny. What was a scene that you both wanted to laugh at, but obviously you can't break?
For me, it was the chair pants scene. When David came in wearing those, that's as close as I came to losing it.
I think for me, it's on the screen, when Evan showed the defense video.
I'm sorry.
We were unprepared. They had never shown us that video, and so it was completely. We just lost it. We could see at the beginning we're all trying to hold it together, and particularly look at David Brown's face. He just lost it, and he's so good at keeping things together, but just too crazy a moment.
That one was funny. I remember that. And what was it like being with Ronald and obviously knowing that he doesn't know, but you guys have to keep your composure and pretend like this is a real jury?
Well, it was easy to be around him because he's such a good person, right? Like I feel bad in a certain way because everyone sees Ronald as this good person because he really genuinely is, but he's also a three-dimensional figure, right? So he's a human all the way around. He's probably frustrated some days, but the thing that was most important for us was that he showed the weakest of our characters the most kindness. He could have been so frustrated with how slow I spoke, and he said he was, but he was generous and kind the entire time, and he listened, and that was so amazing.
He was such a nice guy, you could just tell. And the whole cast, I feel like you guys blended together so well. You acted off of each other. Obviously, it's improvised. Who was the person who you could not look at in fear of breaking down, just in laughter?
Well, I mean, you had more dealing with the jury, so I'll let you answer in that respect.
So there were often times when David would talk about a very specific thing ad infinitum, and he can go into the greatest detail about something. So he and I had a conversation about carbon fiber, and he didn't show up in the show, but then he turned around and asked me, "So what's your favorite nanoparticle?" And what an amazing improvised moment. And then we both looked at each other and said, "Well, graphene. Of course, it's graphene." And so moments like that, I think, are so precious because it's just a joyful exploration of something, right?
It definitely felt authentic. And you're a judge and was an attorney?
No, I'm an attorney. I still am. I still practice.
So what was that like coming into a show where you had to act and, you had the knowledge, though?
I've appeared in front of hundreds of judges. I still am a Chicago attorney, but I live out here. So I practiced in Cook County for close to 40 years, and I just, try to channel the good ones, the bad ones, the nice ones, the mean ones. And the only time I got nervous the entire time was when I had to reveal at the end to Ronald. Other than that, I felt pretty comfortable. Yeah.
I'm from Chicago too, so I'm from. You probably don't know Modica. It's near Joliet.
No, I'm sorry, you're not from Chicago.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm near Chicago. I say you do?
Sure. In fact, you've got a different area code, if I'm not mistaken, or you've got. I'm sorry, you're a different county.
Will County.
Correct.
Will County.
You're in Will County. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not from Chicago, not true Chicago, but.
You said, I live in Evanston or Oak Park. I'd say that's pretty close.
I mean, I work in Downers Grove area, so.
That's still kind of far.
That's close. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I spent 12 years in Chicago, so yeah.
Did you love it? Do you guys like it?
I love Chicago. I think Chicago's when people say it's the second city, it's really it's not. It's for me, it's the primary city. It's so great.
Yeah, I mean, my kids were born and raised and lived in the city. I grew up in Skokie and Evanston, but when I came back from college, I moved into the city with my wife, and I lived there until I moved to a farm for 5 years, and now I'm here full time. So
that's amazing. Well, congrats to both of you on the win on the show. It's been such a success, so amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.